In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to be revealing long-forgotten productivity techniques that successful people don't want you to know. If you listen to everything I say, in the next 7 days of grinding in silence, you are guaranteed to come back to your friends and family unrecognizable. Number 1. Prioritize tasks with the Eisenhower matrix. The Eisenhower matrix helps you prioritize tasks by urgency and importance, making it easier to focus on high-impact activities. They did a study that involved research from the University of California that found that prioritizing tasks can actually reduce stress up to 400% and increase productivity by 4 times your average amount. What they did at the university was they took a sample size of 25 students and another sample size of another 25 students. And for 1 hour, they put them in separate rooms and gave them nothing but a pen and a paper. What they did was they told each student to write out from a list of 1 to 5, 1 being highest priority, 5 being least priority, the tasks that they would do for the rest of the day. But here's the catch. They only told one group of 25 students to prioritize the tasks. They told the other group of 25 to just write out what they were going to do for the rest of the day. What the study found is that the students that did actually prioritize 1 to 5, their tasks, had a 98% chance of completing them at the end of the day, while the group that just wrote out what they would do with no priority had only a 25% chance of finishing their tasks. Number 2, take regular breaks. Humans are a lot like Formula 1 cars. If you drive them too hard, you're gonna burn out. Taking breaks, especially short ones, helps maintain performance and prevent burnout. A study from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign found that brief divisions significantly improved focus by 274.56%. What they did is they took one 30-year-old male and one 30-year-old female, and then they took another 30-year-old male and another 30-year-old female. 2 different groups, 4 people total. And they told each group that for 10 minutes, they had to write non-stop about how they feel about their life. Now, one group was to write for the entire 10 minutes straight without taking a break. But the second group, they allowed to take a 2-minute break at the 5-minute mark. And what the study found is that the group that took a break actually had higher creativity levels of hydroxyzine in their writing by 64%. Meaning, that the next time you're studying for your next test, make sure you don't go all the way through the studying non-stop. Make sure you set a specific hour dedicated to working, but don't study for that entire work period. Make sure that every 10 minutes, you set a timer so that you can take a 2-minute break so that you can maximize your productivity by 64%. Number 3, use the Pomodoro technique. The Pomodoro technique involves working in 25-minute intervals while taking a short break in order to maximize productivity and focus. Now, I know this might sound similar to the last tip I said, which also involves taking breaks. That study on the last tip suggested that it would increase your productivity by 64%. But if you want to try the Pomodoro technique instead, the studies have found that you can actually increase your productivity even higher, to 78%. However, only people that can work for long periods of time can use the Pomodoro technique, as it involves working for 25 minutes straight before taking a break, rather than just 10 minutes in the last tip. Research by Cerrillo in 2006 indicates that this method can help increase your productivity, your focus, and help reduce interruptions to make your work more efficient to 74%. Now, I actually practice what I preach. As a matter of fact, boys, just in filming this video itself, I actually have been utilizing the Pomodoro technique, and looks like it's 25 minutes up. Follow me. Why am I filling up a glass of water in the middle of the video? 'Tis the Pomodoro technique. Now boys, one technique that I didn't just tell you just now, that's a bonus tip to consider at number 8, to boost your creativity even more, is to use something called creatine monohydrate. And most of you guys that use creatine monohydrate think it's just to supply energy to your muscles during a workout in the gym. You'd be surprised. A study from the University of Eastern Colorado actually found in 2015 that creatine monohydrate can increase your IQ to 15 points. All right, boys, pay attention because there's still 4 secret tactics left that I haven't told you about. If you follow them to a T, you will shortcut your journey to becoming your best version of yourself way quicker than your friends. Check this out. Number 4. All right, we just had our break from the Pomodoro technique, and now I'm gonna tell you guys about a really good one. I know a lot of you guys aren't gonna like this, but optimize your work environment. Yes, that might mean that you need to clean your room, but I'm gonna tell you exactly why. A well-organized and ergonomically designed workplace can enhance productivity up to 47%. A study from the American Society of Interior Designers found that a well-designed workplace can enhance productivity up to that exact percent. Number 5, practice mindfulness and meditation. Mindfulness and meditation can help reduce stress and reduce the production of the cortisol hormone up to 76%. And this will also allow your decision making to be much more on par with your goals, allowing you to become that dream version of yourself that you've always been striving towards. A study from the University of Washington performed in 2012 showed that meditation improved workers' focus and multitasking abilities.
Alright boys, my personal meditation technique that I personally recommend is called the Alexander format. It's an ancient meditation ritual that the Greek Emperor Alexander the Great would have his soldiers perform before they went into a battle, which has contributed to the empire being one of the most feared across the entire eastern region. Essentially what it requires is you to move your head in a diamond-shaped pattern in order to get the molecular third eye moving, and allows you to add a more circulation bloodstream. So, if this ancient ritual could prepare warriors for battle, imagine how it could allow you to conquer the day. Let's move on to number 6.
Number 6, I want you guys to set SMART goals. Now the SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound goals. Now the reason SMART goals are so much better than just writing down random goals of yours is because they can help clarify objectives and track progress. Research published in the American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine suggests that setting clear goals can significantly enhance productivity and motivation. This study was done in 1981, and this is what they found. What the research did is it took a sample size of 6,741 people and another sample size of that same number, and they told each person to take out their phones and open their notes app and title it Goals. Now what they did was they told the first sample size of people to write down random goals that they had for themselves to accomplish within the next 6 months. And then they told the second sample size to write down the same amount of goals, except what they told this group of sample size, which they didn't tell the first, was to, after writing the goal, right underneath it, write exactly what they were going to do to accomplish it. So not only was the second sample size writing down their goal, but writing down what action step they would take to achieve it. What the study found was after 8 months, the sample size that wrote down what they were going to do to accomplish the goal alongside the goal accomplished 86% of the goals they wrote down, while the first group, only 10%. Number 7, the final one. And you guys have been waiting for this one. Stay hydrated and eat healthy. Now this may seem like a no-brainer to a lot of you, but it's actually more important than you think. Everyone says that your body is a temple. Well, I say it's a product of your environment. Just like you are the sum of the 5 friends you spend the most time with, you're also the sum of the food you eat. If you surround yourself with Burger King, McDonald's, Raising Cane's, and fast food places like these that cheaply produce their food for maximum profit, you're actually poisoning yourself and causing a slow demise. You buy fast, you get fast. A fast death, a mere one, a vast one. Proper hydration and nutrition can significantly impact cognitive function and energy levels. If you've ever found yourself waking up or just dwindling around about the day, feeling weak and with no power, it's probably because you're not feeding yourself power. A study by the University of East London found that even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance. This study was performed in 2013, and this is what they did. During the 2004 World Track Class Finals of the SNCA division, there was a competitor named Trey Pound. He drank approximately 2.7 liters of water the day prior to the event. However, his competitor on the opposite team, named John-Mark Stev, drank approximately 10.2 liters of water. Now, the results are astonishing. Trey was only able to run a 3.5-minute mile, while Stev was able to run a 3.2-minute mile.
From the far right. Second heat of the Nike Men's 100. Metcalf's hanging with them at the moment. It's fairly even. DK's doing a good job. On the inside though, CJ Ujar and Mike Rogers, that was close.
Now, these small differences might not seem like they make a big difference to you guys, but if you run track, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When you reach the higher levels and the top tier performance of any category in human endeavor, those small differences is what separates the 95% from the 99%. Hence, the Haddonson effect. The Haddonson effect states that for each liter of water you drink, exercise is a tixipoxamine molecule, which is a molecule in your Harbury system that improves cognitive performance and aerobic performance by a high percentage.